I know a lot of guys have trouble picking up on the signs of whether or not a girl is into them, so today I want to do a little quiz so you can see if she actually does like you, or even just how good you are at recognizing signals that you might be getting. Let's say you're in a bar and you look across the length of the counter and you see a cute girl who glances at you briefly, does a quick hair flip, and then turns back to her friends.
Chat, truthfully, bro, let's break this down, right? So Shorty looks at you, does one of this, and then hits one of those. She fucking hates you, nigga. You cannot be sure about that shit, bro. That's a sign of disrespect. If a girl looks at me, I'm thinking that's like on mean girl shit. If she looks at me and does one of the... I'm thinking she's saying, bitch, I just slayed your shit. I just ate, nigga. I just ate, left no crumbs, nigga. You are nothing to me, bro. Doing some shit like that to me, nigga, at a bar, especially when I'm drunk out the alky, nigga, you're gonna get slapped and I'm going to jail for 5. That's what's finna happen. So me personally, I wouldn't take this as a sign of like flirtation. I would take this as a sign of be cautious. She might try to beat your ass.
Is she into you? Eye contact is obviously a good sign, but you really can't tell from this example. She could just be adjusting her hair, and maybe she was looking at someone behind you.
Agreed.
So let's say you're at the office and your cute coworker is waiting behind you to make some copies of whatever people make copies.
Alright, let me break this down for you right there, bro. Alright, boom, shakalaka. Think rule number 1, never get involved with other people at your workplace. That's rule number 1, nigga. Keep work for work. You can have friends at the workplace. You can link with niggas at the workplace. But don't ever bring love into the workplace, my nigga. It never works out. I promise you 10 out of 10 times, nigga. It's just gonna cause problems, nigga. And it's not gonna be kosher, bro. Yes.
And she says, wow, do you think you could go any slower? And then playfully punches your arm. Is she into you?
Hell no, bro. Why'd she hit me? The fuck? So she roasts my ass talking about you're too slow and then right hooks my shit? Bitch, you get so pissed. I'll take your ass to HR because what the fuck kind of workplace violence? Hell no.
Again, you can't really tell from this example either. She might like you, but she might just be giggling and punching your arm as a sarcastic middle school throwback. So really no way to tell. Okay, so let's say you're at the gym on the elliptical for some reason, and Cutie McBooty comes in and gets on the exercise bike in front of you. And then after 5 minutes, she looks back and says, wow, I'm so sweaty already. If only there were a way to get the same workout at home riding something else. And gives you a wink.
Chat, I don't know about that one, though. Chat, I'll be honest. My brain can't even fathom what this could be, bro.
She into you? Yeah, I still can't tell with that one. Exercise equipment is pretty expensive, and maybe she lives in a small apartment and just doesn't have space. So maybe you find a good deal on rowing machines somewhere. You can show her the flyer. Okay, so let's say you meet up with a friend that you've had coffee and drinks with a couple times, and she says, I had a lot of fun on the last few dates we went on. That's a good sign because she thought those hangouts were actually dates. So suppose then she says, how'd you like to come back to my place and watch Netflix tonight?
Dude, this is a tough one, chat. Because, you can't be sure with this one, truthfully. Because, what if this bitch is lying? She got Hulu, nigga. And then she gonna make you sit down through mad ad breaks, bro. Also, the last time a shorty told me to come over and watch Netflix with her, bro, I ended up getting touched in places I don't want to be touched, bro. And it wasn't consensual. I was crying. And she ordered me an Uber to leave. And I didn't know how to feel afterwards. So I'm going to take this as a no.
That's another good sign. It's usually a pretty good indicator when a girl invites you to do something, especially at her place. So then let's say later at her house, you guys are watching Wall-E or something like that, and she says, I'm getting pretty bored. Why don't you come upstairs with me? That's another great sign. She probably has something pretty interesting to do upstairs if it's better than watching Wall-E. So then after you go up there, all of a sudden she pushes you onto her bed, dims the lights, rips off her clothes, and you start having sex. Is she into you? Yeah, again, you really can't be too sure. It's pretty dark in the room, so she can't really see you properly. Maybe she's from Canada and was just being polite. Anyway.
Yo, bro, let's move to Canada. Let's move to Canada, nigga. ASAP Rocky, yo. Try who with me, bro. I'll book tickets for everybody in this bitch right now, nigga. I'll book everybody tickets, nigga. Let's go. What the fuck, nigga? That's courtesy. That's common courtesy. Shit.
A best bet is to just keep your wits about you and continue to look for signs.
I love this nigga, yo. That's fucking weak. Yo, that's actually fucking weak. What's this one? Levels of wealth. Nah, let's keep on the woman or the fucking relationship tab. Nah, I'm looking on that shit. Hold on.
In dating and relationships, a red flag is a small thing you notice in someone else's behavior that's symptomatic of a bigger problem. The trouble is that oftentimes a red flag can be hard to pick up on because red flags aren't only what someone does, they can also be what they don't do. And some red flags are certainly worse than others, so I want to start with the more mild ones and move up from there. Assuming you start with a blank white flag, at the lowest level we have red and white flags, which are just small quirks or inconsistencies that aren't bad, just kind of weird. Things like they don't lick the yogurt off the lid, they use Internet Explorer, they hold the door open for you as soon as they see you park your car, or they're apologetic
That's
even...
OD. That's fucking OD. Nah, chat, have you ever... No, this happened to me like a few days ago. Chat, there was somebody who was walking down, and he was like holding eye contact with me. Like, he was looking at me. Like, he wasn't holding it, but he was looking at me, right? And so I'm like, oh shit, he's probably trying to come in, you know what I mean, come into the same area I am. It was a guy and like his kid or some shit, right? Nigga, I held the door open for this nigga, right? Bro, this nigga walked straight past me, dog. That nigga walked straight past me, bro. And this kid was just looking at me, bro. I've never felt so humiliated in my life. I dead wanted to dropkick that little shit across the fucking parking lot. But I ain't gonna cap. That nigga was mad, bro. Like, he would have beat my ass for that. So I ain't do it. But like, yo... Nigga, this shit was just crazy, yo. I'm really like I look back and this nigga was staring at me, like looking me in the eyes. So I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
And if something is your fault. Basically, if it can be explained with, oh, Canadian, then it's probably in this category. So let's get started on the serious stuff. Low tier red flags. A low tier red flag is something that's probably bad, but not necessarily a complete deal breaker.
Yeah.
They don't laugh at your jokes.
Hell no, that's fucking the reddest of flags. Yo, no, I'm gonna be honest though. Forcing laughs and not laughing, I'd rather somebody not laugh than force. Cause it's, like, me personally, I can, like, chill without, like, talking with somebody, you know what I mean? We could just chill, vibe out, like, you know what I mean? Do our own thing. You know what I'm saying? So fuck with chill. We don't gotta be talking or, like, laughing 24/7 type shit, you know what I mean? But, like, yo, twin, bro... Motherfuckers who be like, I'll say some shit and they'll be like, that shit irks me, nigga. I knew somebody who used to do that shit, bruh. And I'm like, twin, you don't gotta conform to this shit, bro. If you didn't think it was funny, just say that shit, you fucking freak. Why the fuck you laughing, bruh? Like, I get it, you trying to be nice to me, nigga, but if that shit was ass or you just didn't vibe with it, you didn't vibe with it, bro. We don't need to do this. We don't need to do this whole fucking charade, my nigga. Don't laugh like you loved it when you didn't love it, bro. Because that fucks with me.
I thought this was just normal.
You ain't, no, come on now. Don't tell me y'all have never had somebody fake. No, but I'm saying she would do this shit OD, nigga. Like, everything. I wouldn't even be trying to make a joke, and she would just, like, be like, she'd be like, I'd be like, bitch, what the fuck? That shit was so not, bro, that's not kosher. That's not kosher. Like, you know good and damn well that shit wasn't funny, nigga. Why are you laughing?
They say if a girl doesn't laugh at your
red flag
jokes, she probably isn't very compatible with you.
And it's
if
like,
a girl
vague,
is really into
so
you, though, she'll
obvious
likely
fake.
laugh at all your jokes, even if they're not very good.
You gotta kill yourself after
They have
that.
a secretive past. This depends a lot on how communicative the person is. They might just be anxious about sharing personal details, but if they have no problem talking about anything and everything except their past, it's either something they don't want you to know, which is pretty bad, or they're a Russian spy, which is pretty hot.
Yeah!
Putting you on a pedestal, that is to say they think you're way out of their league. This one's obviously more common for guys to do to girls, but it can go the other way around too.
Yeah.
Imagine I was in bed with a girl. Sink in. Imagine I was in bed with a girl and she whispered, "Oh my god," casually explained, "Tell me again about how many subscribers you have."
That's fine.
Of course, that would be a huge turn on and I have dreams about that, but it's probably going to be a pretty one-sided relationship. Think of how celebrities almost always date each other even though they could be with any fan they wanted. They have the same last name as you. That's a bad sign. In most places. Alright, mid-tier red flags. These are a bit more serious and are usually harder to overcome or talk about. Tread very carefully if you notice any of these. They're a stripper. On paper it might sound well and good, but...
That's not, bro. There's no on paper that sounds well and good. There's no point in my life where Surdy tells me I'm a stripper and I'm like, oh, that's fucking bad. That's gangsta, nigga. That's compe. That's compe.
When it inevitably doesn't work out, you'll realize that from now on, you can only pay for things by card. Worth it. They don't have any independence. That is to say, if they have no interests or hobbies or ambitions in their life, it's likely they'll try to involve themselves in every moment of yours, which will eventually weigh you down and get in the way of your goals. Kind of like Reddit. They trash talk their ex a lot early in the relationship.
That is another. That's the. Yo, this nigga's actually spitting, bro. That is a big red flag right there, bro. That is a red flag. Shorty is not over her ex. She will go get back shots from that nigga at any given moment if he asks. If he's so... If you're talking to a girl early into a relationship and not all, but she constantly brings him up all the time, you're just cooked. Like, you're just cooked. You're cooked, nigga. You're cooked. She will literally gobble that nigga's meat like a fucking Thanksgiving turkey, nigga. Like, gobble, gobble. You know what I'm saying? In a heartbeat if that nigga swung by. If that nigga just decided to. Bro.
This is usually-
Also, thing number 2, a red flag. I don't give a fuck, yo. This is thing number 2, and I want y'all to really lock in and peep game, nigga. This is straight real shit, nigga. If you are ever dating a shorty and you are her second relationship, say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. You're so fucking cooked. You're so cooked, nigga. There is nothing more detrimental to a girl than her first relationship. And especially right after that shit ends, nigga, and you are the next up and coming, you're fucking cooked. Even if you are better than that nigga, she's either entering A, the whole phase, or B, nigga, she's just going to be comparing you to everything in the last relationship. So unless you are really like that nigga, like, you're cooked, nigga. If you are just a person, you're just an average Joe, or you know what I mean, you ain't nothing insane, nigga, you're fucking cooked, bro. You're cooked, nigga. You're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked.
Usually an indicator they're still emotionally invested in their previous partner, and it can be very difficult to build a new relationship from the rubble of an old one. Got that from Tumblr. Using ultimatums. These are saying things like, you have to do X or I'm going to do Y. You have to watch out though, because that's like me saying, if you don't subscribe, I'm not going to be your friend, which I would never say.
I've never heard somebody say that in my life.
All right, next is high tier red flags. These are the ones that are complete deal breakers and are pretty much always non-negotiable.
That landmine?
They're married, unless you're into that. They're already...
Yo, Jalen, I can't out that nigga Jalen, but that nigga's a dog, yo. That nigga's a dog. He ain't no, but that nigga a dog. That's all I'm gonna say. That nigga is a dog, yo.
Pregnant, unless you're into that. They're under 18.
Whoa. 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 These are more than red flags. This is criminal. This is straight up just criminal, nigga.
This isn't just a red flag, it's a felony. But if you do find yourself attracted to girls who are still in high school, a great way to get over that is to talk to one of them.
Yeah, that's good.
They treat waitstaff poorly. I think being mean to other people in general.
No, for real, bro. I love my mom to bits and pieces, and she doesn't treat like waitstaff or staff like. Okay, here's the thing. My mom is very like. She gets like I don't know. It's her voice be condescending. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's because she's Nigerian. I don't know. But bro, yo, the way she be talking to niggas be getting them pissed, and I can tell. And it like I'm like, no, bro. Like my mom's not a Karen. She doesn't like bother or harass people. But it's just the way she be talking sometimes to niggas. Like like somebody fucks some shit up. She'll talk to them niggas and let them know how badly they fuck shit up. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, bro, like, it's not that deep. Like, she don't drag it, but, like, she'll be a bitch about it. I'm like, damn, moms. Like, not even intentionally always, but, like, I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just bad. Sometimes I hate, like, eating with my mom or some shit like that.
Is a good sign of how they're going to treat you in the future. And I know that'd be hard to deal with because my self-esteem is based on what other people think of me. If you don't like their friends, people tend to be friends with people...
Shit, baby doll, I'm right here, you know what I'm saying? Pants off.
Similar to them, and if someone surrounds themselves with unsavory individuals, it tells you a lot about that person. After a long time, eventually you might find that after going on date after date or going through relationship after relationship, even just after meeting a lot of new people, you start to think, it really seems like pretty much everyone I meet has something wrong with them.
Oh, fact.
They don't get me. They always have problems that they don't think are problems. I can't connect with them at all. And why can't I find someone who's not such a disaster? This is the maximum
Nah, I
tier
can't connect with somebody at all is so... Like, I'll be honest, that is real as fuck, yo. That is real as fuck, yo.
It's actually just you. This might sound pretty bad, but in a way, realizing that you might be a bit more responsible than you previously thought is the first step to becoming a more wholesome person and having better relationships with other people. And if you have a friend who shared this video with you, now is the moment where you reflect on whether they thought you'd find it funny and interesting, or if they're trying to passive-aggressively tell you something.
Well, either way, bro. Nigga, it's a dog or dog world, nigga. It's a doggy dog world, bro.
Pulling out the coupe at the lot.